contestant, our final contestant. I call him the Prince of Parody. He brings a little bit of grey matter to this otherwise shallow competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvin Janson.
How's everybody doing tonight? So this week we're talking about the times in our lives that were really hard and rough on us. For me, that was the time during middle school and high school. I know I touched on it a little bit a couple weeks ago and joked around about it, but in all seriousness, I really was that kid that always was picked on and bullied growing up in school. And I know over the past year or so there's been a lot of talk in the news about kids being bullied and what it is that it really does to their mind and their heart to have that kind of abuse every day. And I hope that maybe by bringing this to light there can be a little bit more awareness and a little bit change could come from that, because unless you actually live through that, I don't know how you feel like what it's like to actually live through something like that, where other people who don't know you and who you probably have never met before actually take time out of their day, go out of their way to pick on you and make fun of you as if they have nothing else better to do. And that not only hurts your mind and your heart, but it sometimes can cripple your soul if you're really not strong enough to deal with it. And, you know, it affects people in so many different ways. Some people deal with it in humor. Some people take it to the complete opposite extreme. For me, when I got to high school, I was pretty depressed, and I was one of those kids that only wore nothing but black clothes for about 4 or 5 years of my life. And because I know you all like to have visual proofs that I'm not lying, here I am in high school, looking like Robert Smith from The Cure. And bleach blonde, brooding in black. So it was around that time that I started listening to more alternative music, the Cure, Depeche Mode, Morrissey, stuff that would be considered depressing. But it was really upbeat, trust me. But the thing is, to me, it wasn't depressing to listen to that kind of music. It actually made me find my own sense of identity and a sense of self, and a feeling that I wasn't really alone anymore. And it was difficult to find that music, you know, finding it through amongst everything was hard to find, especially when you were listening to the radio. There were times when you would finally get a really good brooding song and you'd listen to it and all these other poppy upbeat tunes would come on and tell you to be happy and smiling. It would really screw up your bad mood. So tonight, without interruption, I would like to give you some of the songs that made me find myself and think of myself when I was a kid. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am whole again. However far away, I will always love you. I will always love you. No, I said come back up and make it to the finals. I don't think you understand. I'm being serious. I wanted to do this week without having any backup so people can see me as just a serious solo artist. Okay. Well, just stand back there. I'm trying to sing a little bit about the songs that meant a lot to me as a kid. So can we try a little bit of Morrissey, please? Every day is like Sunday. please, let's do a little bit of Depeche Mode. I don't want to start any blasphemous rumors, but I think that God's got a sixth sense of humor, and when I die, I expect to find him laughing. No! Stop, seriously, stop. I just said when I'm going to die, God's going to laugh. I think that was too funny. I need to find something to show you really how intense I was, please. Head like a hole, black as your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. Don't worry, be happy too. Ah! Look what you made me do! That was 9 Inch Nails! Alright, quick, just speed it up. Quick, fast one. So, I think the key for me was to find a good middle ground between these two extremes. And if you really listened to the music words of that song, it really does give a good message about not worrying, which for me has been something that has plagued me my entire life. So worrying about everything, and it's really such a waste of time and energy. So if there was one thing that I could do tonight, I would like to somehow give a message to the Sylvin from 20-some years ago, and just tell him not to worry, that it is going to be okay, that as alone as you feel right now, there are other people at your age right now who feel the same way you do, that have a stifled voice that are just waiting to be heard. One day, you're going to be on stage in Hollywood, surrounded by your friends and family, talking about your story to all of them. So I guess I did find some inspiration in Don't Worry, Be Happy after all. But I will sing it for you tonight, only if I could do it my way. Here's a little song I wrote. I'm not gonna sing it note for note, so don't worry, be happy. 'Cause in this life we all have trouble, but when you worry you'll make it double, so don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. One love, one heart. Let's get together now, and then we'll feel alright. Let them all pass all their dirty remarks. There is just one question I'd really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own? Believe me. One love, one heart. Let's get together now, and then we'll feel alright. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no one to make you smile, but don't worry, be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and that'll bring everybody down, so don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. One love, one heart. Let's get together now, and then we'll feel alright. Everybody!
just have it.
Yeah.
You just have that it. You have that something. I mean, your eyes twinkle on stage. And you're so creative. Sometimes with the comedy, I forget what a beautiful tonality and interesting, unique voice you have, which again was brought forth tonight. You definitely get like the 5 gold star XX check plus point for your constant creativity.
Yeah.
Where do you come up with this? And it comes off flawlessly, except for sometimes prop snaps, but the musicality is always right there. And Heather and Corie, the high beams. My note would be, ladies, is that in the future, if you can coordinate outfits more together and then coordinate with Smile more, so it's more part of the act rather than these are my friends from the audience. But excellent harmonies, ladies, and they don't detract from you, they support you, and I just love it. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your story in the beginning obviously was very, very moving, and that's a great example of a way to tell a story without getting into the gory, bloody details of it, but we're still really engaged and we understand exactly what you're saying, and it was very moving. I thought that the bit was a little clunky, but I think that's because you only had, a week to put it together. I think if you had time to put this kind of thing together, it could be effing brilliant. You could incorporate you could incorporate your backup singers a little more into the first part, and they could just go off on their own and keep doing that from the start. But I really thought it was great, and I've never been excited to hear "Don't Worry, Be Happy" before. But I really thought that was beautiful. I really did. Thank you, Sylvin.
So, I thought the setup was great. I love the pictures. I mean, all that was great. I think it was a great idea to do a medley of the songs, but it was really rough. It was clunky, like you said. And I think it's hard to do something like that. And the other thing is, I thought it was hysterical when they came in. Great moment that you created. I mean, brilliant moment.
Yeah.
But then you can't continually act surprised because we know that you set this whole thing up. You know what I mean? And the only thing else I would say is that I believe, I was here once before, that you really are a singer. And I don't feel like I heard you sing tonight. I heard a lot, it was like a lot of shtick. But like your second number, it didn't allow you to soar as a vocalist. So, it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. But, it's a singing competition, so there are people here that were out to win it vocally, and I don't think that your second choice was a song that gave you that platform. And I think you've got the voice to do it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Thank you.
I absolutely, I said it before and I said it again, I love the way your brain works. I absolutely love the way your brain works. And you're the only one tonight that almost had me all teary-eyed, Missy, with that line. If I could go back and tell, Sylvin 20 years ago, the Sylvin of 20 years ago, that he would be okay. Like I can see your whole act. Like I'm excited to see your whole act. It's amazing, and you must be like an amazing, special person. I don't really know you personally other than this, but I mean, even the people that you bring, but I mean, the people that he brings, you just have such a huge warmth about you, and it's great. It's great to see. I love you, Sylvin Janson. Give it up, everybody!